Right, we're out here at Hugs. Been out here for a few hours today, and Laura's been gracious enough to show us around, and we're looking forward to bringing out an event here soon, so more we can see about it. So Laura, tell me a little bit about the history of Hugs.
So Hugs was founded in 2017 by a gentleman named Andrew Bowden, who was really passionate about animal welfare. He founded it on the basis of kindness, dignity and respect. And it's grown from there, really. It's a charity. It's run by a board of trustees. We originally started helping the horses and ponies, but then when we went out into the local community, we found a need for the wellbeing support for children and young people and their families. So that's been running as well. And I think to date, we've saved over 220 horses. We've rehomed over 170, and we've helped over 800 individual children and young people. I think they've done about 7,500 hours of wellbeing sessions here so far. So it's all really exciting to see how it's going to develop. I got on board with the charity about 5 years ago because they had no fundraising in place. So we've put things in place for sort of trusts and grants. So we've now had grants from people like the National Lottery, the Garfield Weston Foundation, Cornwall Community Foundation are fantastic support for us. We've also got corporate donors on, and people from your partnerships who are very kindly donating services in kind or financially to help pay, because it costs about £400,000 to run this place every year. And what I love about Hugs is the fact that it's a small charity and you can really see the difference you're making and where your money goes, which is really, really lovely when you are donating to a charity to believe in the cause and what they're doing.
I'll do a little personal shout out to, I know somebody that's made you Charity of the Year, and that's Boosters.
Yeah.
And yeah, they do, and they're very proud to have you as Charity of the Year. And if you're watching this and you'd like to become Charity of the Year, I'm sure Laura will be quite happy to talk to you about how you can do that. And the other thing, I've talked about it earlier on a different video we did today, but it's amazing because you're saving lives twice, or you're affecting lives twice, could be saving. Well, that's both in the animals and the children and young adults that you're working with as well. And as you're saying, possibly with veterans in the future as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've created this circular healing relationship where the animals have suffered trauma. The children that come in often can relate to those animals, and they're non-verbal, so you don't get any judgment or anything from them. It's all about energy levels and creating that sense of calm for that trauma to begin to process and be able to be dealt with and coped with and moved on positively with your life. Like, we're all about creating a brighter future for the animals and the children. But we have done a pilot project with veterans, which was fantastic, something that we definitely want to consider looking at in the future. So subject to funding, we would love to open our doors to veterans, the military, first responders and their families, and just help as many people in the community as we can.
Well, that's amazing. And the other thing I guess I'd say is that you don't really realize the size of it until you visit the actual places. I mean, we've been around, it took us a good half hour just to walk around the site. Tell them what all is on site, if that's okay.
Yeah, so we've got 45 acres. We've got the huge indoor barn here, which is a fantastic facility. We've got an all-weather turnout arena for those ponies that aren't able to go out on grass or have sort of skin conditions that can't stand in mud. We have a laminitic track, so those ponies that are possibly a little bit porky or subject to sort of things like laminitis, which is a really painful foot condition. That's a rehabilitation track for them. We've got arena, so not only do we do the rehabilitation with the ponies, but we take the young people up there to build obstacle courses. They help the ponies over the obstacles, and they both overcome these sort of things that they've not ever done before, which is a real sense of sort of self-efficacy, I suppose, and being able to help their confidence for both the animal and the young person. And then we've got about 45 acres on site. We've got a little hub where Hazel does her arts and crafts with healing. And yeah, we've got a little farmyard area.
So I was going to say, because the chickens and the sheep, and not sheep, the goats and the pigs, sheep. Oh, and don't forget the vegetable garden as well.
Yeah, the vegetable garden. We've got the sensory garden. It's a fantastic addition, and we've had some great donors. So, St James Charitable Trust, which came through somebody at your partnerships. They donated financially, and we've been able to buy equipment. So the sensory garden is looking amazing at the moment, and it's a lovely place for reflection and calm.
Absolutely. And like I said, we're just proud to work with you. And if you're watching this video, if you want to get involved, as Laura's already said, you can just give money. That's great. We don't mind that at all. But you can give your time, you can give your services. Just find out all about it. And the main thing is we had a video we did earlier about one of the actual people that have accessed it that made the difference in her daughter. And it's just I know, Laura, you're about to cry because it was just...
Yeah, we don't. Well, obviously, because I do the fundraising side, you don't get to hear those stories, and hearing them firsthand and seeing the difference that we're making. The fundraising side is relentless, as you can imagine. Raising £400,000 every year is quite hard work in an incredibly tough financial climate. But when you see the difference that you are making to lives, it is just incredible, and it makes it a very, very worthwhile job indeed.
Well, I want to say thank you so much for having us out here today. We will obviously have the link to the page here. We'll have ways that you can donate. But the other thing is, just learn more about the center, let more people know, because, and what was also said earlier today, if you know of a situation where you need to do a referral, whether it be for an animal or a young adult or child, just get a hold of these guys. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you for coming.